Hey everyone, my name is Architect, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some Sage slow orb lineups on the newest addition to the map pool, Sunset. These lineups will prevent aggressive pushes from the enemy team, set your team up for easier site takes, and pin down enemies in common hiding spots to be fleshed out with other supportive utility. So without further ado, let's get started. To slow the back corner in A elbow, walk into this pipe. Look up at the 5 small ridges on the roof in front of you, and focus on the tip of the rightmost one. Pull out your slow orb, and place the diamond above the mouse indicator box right above that point. Click to shoot, and this slow orb will pin down any enemies hiding in this corner and elbow. To slow A link from A lobby, stand in the middle of this right floor tile. Place your crosshair on the top right window opening, and click to shoot. This spot will most likely be smoked off, but it will still heavily deter enemies from pushing through as your team is executing onto A site. Before the barriers drop, find this tile on the ground that's directly across from the left side of this grate. Stand in the middle of the tile and place your crosshair on the center point of this metal lining under the right window. Click to shoot, and this slow will land in the corner of A main and deter any defenders looking to either push your team in A lobby or hold an off angle at the corner. If your team has control of A main and you want to throw a slow orb into A link, wedge yourself into this corner and place your crosshair on the bottom left corner of this rectangular vent. Click to shoot, and this orb will quickly land in the A link choke point. To slow the back corner of elbow from A main, from the same spot as the previous lineup, focus on this dot on the metal tube underneath the rightmost solar panel. Place the tip of the bottom left HUD line on that dot, pull out your slow orb, and throw. This slow will help you and your team take control of elbow. To slow the corner of A site behind the metal container, from the same spot as the previous lineup, focus on the second solar panel from the left. Place the tip of the bottom left HUD line on the top left corner of the solar panel, and click to throw. This slow will pin down any enemies hiding behind the container. To slow top mid as soon as the round starts, jump on top of this little shed and wedge yourself into this corner by the barrier. Focus on this flower on the left side of the flower display, and place your crosshair just slightly to the right of it so the orb won't hit this wooden wall when you throw it. As soon as the barrier drops, click to throw, and this orb will land on the stairs top mid and deter enemies from aggressively pushing mid. If the barrier is already dropped and you want to throw this lineup later in the round, you can set up in the same position by finding this dark brick that's in between these 2 light bricks and walking into the left edge of it. If the enemy team is pushing mid often, and you suspect someone will be posted up behind the small tower in Mid Courtyard, from the same spot as the previous lineup, place your crosshair on the top left tip of the blue umbrella. Click to throw, and this orb will land behind the mid tower and make it very uncomfortable for any defenders hiding behind it. To slow the back of B site from B lobby, walk into this corner to the left of the frog graffiti. Focus on this corner of the theater wall, and place the tip of the bottom left HUD line on that point. Click to throw, and this slow will cover the stairs and backside corner of B site. To throw a slow orb in the link between B site and market, from the same spot as the previous lineup, focus on the bottom tip of the orange outline of the sunset sign. Pull out your slow orb and place the tip of the bottom right HUD line on that point. Then click to throw. This slow will land in the link between B site and market, making it difficult for any defenders playing in market to rotate onto site. If your team is going B and you suspect an enemy might push into B main and hide in the corner behind the large box looking structure, here's a quick and easy lineup to pin them in that corner. Walk into this corner, place your crosshair on the top right corner of this dark rectangle, and click to throw. This orb will bounce off the wall and land near the back corner of B main. If you don't care about being exposed to B main, you can also just wing a slow orb by getting a running start and aiming anywhere near these triangles on the wall. To slow the market door in mid, stand in this corner of the attacker spawn. Look at the 3 metal bars holding up the flower pot in front of the boarded up window, and focus on the one on the right. Pull out your slow orb and place the diamond above the mouse indicator box on the bottom of that metal bar. Click to throw, and this slow will land in the doorway of market, making it very hard for defenders to hold this angle looking into mid. If you're in a lobby and want to slow the market door, walk into this corner. Place your crosshair on the top right point of the yellow flag and click to throw. This slow orb will land a little deeper into market than the previous one, but should accomplish the same task. If you're defending on A site and your teammate calls that the enemy team is hitting B, you can throw a slow orb from A link to delay their execute by walking into the center of this pawn shop. Look at this window beneath the solar panels and place this part of the left HUD line in the middle of the window. Then do a jump throw. This orb will land in front of the B site entrance. If you're retaking the A site, come into this corner in defender spawn. Look up at this dark line on the fence post, and place your crosshair on the rightmost point of that line. Then move your crosshair up along the edge of the post until you're halfway between the dark line and the faint line above it. Pull out your slow orb, and place the diamond above the mouse indicator box on that point. Do a jump throw, and this slow will pin down any enemies hiding behind the metal container on A site. Using that same point on the fence post, pull out your slow orb and place the arrow underneath the mouse indicator box on that point. Do a jump throw, and this slow orb will land in the little cubby area on site. If you're defending on B site and you hear the call that the enemy team is rushing A, walk into this doorway next to the burger shop. Focus on the corner of this roof and place the bottom left corner of the sage wall icon on that point. Click to throw, and this slow orb will land in the entrance to A site from A main. Given the layout of B site and the giant tower in the center of it, I don't really have any crazy lineups to help retake the site, but here are two pretty basic ones that you can still use. Follow this dark line on the ground and walk into this wall next to the Boba shop. Place your crosshair on the tip of this leaf in the distance, and click to throw. This will slow the stairs and back corner of B site, where the attackers may be aggressively holding from. Next, walk into this wire hanging on the wall. Look up at the left window, and place your crosshair on the bottom right corner. Click to throw, and this will pin any enemies that are crouched under the ledge hiding next to the recycling bin. And that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something useful to apply in your ranked games. Let me know which agent ability guide you'd like to see next, whether it be for Sage or anyone else. I'll be releasing new guide videos every week, so please consider subscribing if you'd like to see more. Thank you all for watching. Architect, clocking out.